Hey everybody, this is Tasha, aka Mama P from the Mama P's ice cream truck, and we are Tallahassee's only old-fashioned neighborhood ice cream truck. This is my vlog off the truck where I take our most asked questions and I answer them. But today I decided to do something a little bit different because it's just something that we food truck drivers and owners have to deal with on a every so often basis. So a lot of people that I know here in Tallahassee have decided not to get food trucks because they are afraid that they will break down and then they will be out of work for a couple days, and so they get a trailer. And the whole idea of if their truck breaks down that hauls their trailer, they can just get another truck, like rent a truck, because they don't want to deal with the hassle of fixing an actual food truck. So over the past couple years, Dolores has had her ups and downs. My husband has done a lot of work on Dolores. On one occasion, he had to take out, I don't know what it was, but it was like way on in the inside, like inside. He had to take out the whole engine. I don't know. But he had to do that in the middle of the night because I had a big event the next day. So yeah, it's real. The struggle is real. So this is what happened today. So I'll back up a little bit. I don't know, maybe 8 months ago, my truck started rattling. Like there was a loose marble just somewhere in the truck. And I say we like I was a part of it. My husband took some things apart and discovered that it was the water pump pulley. Let me show you what it kind of looks like. Because on the inside it's supposed to have 4 screw holes and it screws into something. Well, a couple months ago, the 4 screw holes like cracked, and so it was actually like shaking. And what Alex did was he took some, I don't know what he took, some med, I don't know idea, but he actually welded, instead of being circles, the little screw holes had become jagged, random shapes. And so he welded something in there to make them circular again so it could fit on the 4 screws and it could actually support a pulley. And the rattling stopped. Well, maybe a couple weeks ago, the rattling came back. I'm like, dear God, the rattling is back. And I mentioned it to him, but it wasn't like a big deal. And so today I was out on the truck. I had 4 events. I should actually be finishing an event as we speak, and I should be driving home, but I'm not. So I noticed that Dolores was very rattly, very loud, and I even mentioned it to Alex via text message that, hey, we're gonna have to look at this because she's making a lot of like that rattling, like there's a marble loose in here somewhere. So I went to the first event. That was fine. We drove literally across town and she's rattling the whole time. That went fine. And then we left. She's still rattling. And we get about halfway home. For those of you who live in Tallahassee, we were in Midtown, down by Whataburger. And I was coming up to a stoplight, and I wasn't going very fast. It was like a 20 mile per hour zone. And I went to go apply the brakes, and she wasn't stopping. And that's one of those moments that I'm a Christian, so I'm like, Lord, please, Jesus, take the wheel type moment. And come to find out my water pump pulley, it's attached to a lot of other stuff. It's attached to my water pump, which keeps my car cool, my truck cool. But it's also attached to my power steering and my Hydro Boost, which allows me to brake easier. I don't know. But when whatever happened, it basically all the pulleys came off of everything, and so I still had braking power, but in that moment you don't know what's going on, so I literally thought I'd lost all braking power, and I would have had to like mash the pedal to the floor. And so fortunately I didn't hit anybody. There wasn't anyone in it's a 2-lane street, and so fortunately there wasn't anyone on my left, which would have been oncoming traffic, and so I was able to steer into a parking lot, kind of pump the brakes, come to a stop. Steering was really difficult because the power steering had gone out, and so the people there in the little shopping area, Sparkle by Madison, Wine Loft, I think it's Wine Loft, and some wedding shop place, they were really sweet, came over to check on me, and everything, very friendly. It was hot, it was very, very humid, and so they let us go in and sit down for a little while, let me charge my phone. I was able to call Alex, who was working at the hospital, and it was around the time that he was supposed to be getting off anyway, by about a half hour, and so they let him come, leave early to come over to me. And I actually have, you can see it, grease on my shirt from like diving into the inside of my truck. I could tell that the pulleys were not where they were supposed to be, and so Alex came over and checked it out, and he knows how my truck works, and so he knew that obviously the Hydro Boost was gone, but I still had braking power, and the power steering it's harder to steer. And so we kind of debated, should we drive it home? Should we get a tow truck? Because that's not very expensive. And so he thought he could drive it home. And he actually took the pulley, the belts off, so the belts wouldn't get destroyed. And let me show you what he discovered when we got home. This is what is left of my water pump pulley. Now you see that? That whole area right there is supposed to be filled in. That's supposed to be complete metal with 4 holes in it. And you can see it is not that at all. And you can see that it's actually started to crack the steel or whatever, I don't know what this is, in a couple places. And so this is not salvageable anymore. So the dilemma that when we first started to solve this problem like 8 months ago was this part has been discontinued. And you can't get it at an AutoZone, you can't get it anywhere. There are a few places we are hoping that sell it online. So we're gonna get one overnighted to us, and we hope that it is the same part. We've run into the problem of giving a part number and it being a different part under the same part number. Yeah, it's crazy. Welcome to owning a food truck. And so we're going to, we were going to try to get it overnighted tonight, but it was too late to put the order in, so we're going to have to overnight it tomorrow, and it'll be here Friday. The plan is, I'm not joking, welcome to owning a food truck. So the plan is, I gotta get my bag of goodies. Alex went to all of the parts stores, and this is the plan. So today, to back up, I had a big event at a school that I had to cancel, and I had to cancel a birthday party that I was filling in for another food truck who had truck trouble yesterday. So I lost out on those 2 events, and I have an event first thing tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. I know. It's the last day of school. It's a half day, so they're doing a ice cream thing from 8 until 12. So what Alex is hoping is that with this, he is going to try and make a centerpiece that will last for a 3-mile trip up the road. Well, maybe 5. A 5-mile trip up the road and a 5-mile trip back down the road for tomorrow. I don't have any events on Friday. I don't work on Saturday. I don't have any events on Monday. And if I don't go out on Sunday, okay. So he's hoping to fashion the circle part out of this. No, I don't know what he's going to do. He's going to try to do something. I'll maybe put a picture of that, like, right there, so you can see what it looks like. Trying to think of what else is going on. So I'm hoping I can do this event tomorrow. But that is the life of owning a food truck. I have felt dead inside today. I felt like I was going to throw up today. I felt like I almost crapped my pants. I was very grateful and relieved that I didn't hit anybody. But that's just life. I mean, I would much rather do this than own a trailer, because I just have something against pulling a trailer. But yeah, you just gotta go with it, and I know exactly how much money I have lost between this afternoon and hopefully not tomorrow, but it's, oh, my baby's here. He's gonna come help. You want to be in my video?
Sure.
So he went to all these places with his
Daddy.
dad. It's one of my helpers. So do you think you guys are gonna be able to fix it? You think so?
Yeah.
Gonna put it back together? At least temporary?
Yeah, it should last you until Friday or Monday.
Let's hope so.
Maybe Sunday.
Sunday. So we shall see
If we weld it properly.
if we weld it properly. I think you will.
I kind of need those parts.
You need those parts? All right, I gotta give the parts over to the experts. So, thank you, babes.
You're welcome.
Godspeed. Looking all fancy in his work outfit there. Love it. All right, guys. So this was kind of an interesting little vlog post, especially for anyone who is interested in doing this business. You just kind of got to roll with it. And, you know, I will be honest before I let you go. I am very thankful. Oh, my butt hurts. Sitting on the back end of my my truck. It's not comfortable. But, you know, I always look at it from the perspective of, you know, this could have happened. I was going to take the interstate yesterday to my event in the morning, and this could have happened on the interstate, and I could have been going 55, and my brakes give out. I mean, we always pray. I'm always praying. And especially today, I knew that something was not right with the truck. I mean, when you drive a truck all the time, you really get to know what it feels like, what it sounds like. And I knew Dolores was not doing very well. And so I was praying, especially when we left the second event today. I was just praying that if something did happen, if she broke down, that it would happen in a safe spot. And I've broken down a couple times, especially in the beginning. I broke down a lot when my brakes would. Anyway, it was crazy. I've blown out a tire, and I cannot even begin to tell you the massive amount of blessings over the past couple years with where I've broken down, who has been there to help me. Like today was no different with the people checking on me and just having a cool place because we had been on the truck all morning. It was hot and humid. So I just feel very blessed that even though I'm out money, it's not always about the money. I'm glad that we didn't get into an accident. I'm glad I didn't rear end anybody or run into anybody or have this happen on the interstate and like totally freak me out. I would have crapped my pants for sure. So there's always a silver lining to every situation. So that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. It's a little bit different, but it's real life. And I hope to see you guys at the truck that will be running again. Oh, I got some red ants. That will be running again real soon. All right, guys.